Welcome to the Sacramento Campus Community Garden. We've harvested things all the time. I've got some fava beans and some chamomile. Let's see what else we can find. All right, so here we have some great native plants. Low water if you want to know what to put in your house and how big it gets. It's also habitat for bugs, so they do our pest protection over here in the garden. And we have some great herbs like rosemary and some beautiful flowers that you can come and harvest. So let's see what else we can find. All right, we have some culinary sage here, so you can save lots of money when you buy your herbs, more rosemary. Some baby figs, keep an eye on that one. And transitioning from cool season to hot season, so our peas are going away. We've got warm season things. We have hot peppers and beans, or cut flowers, eggplants, some sweet peppers. Always, you've got some snacks and edible flowers. Right here are those fava beans I had collected, harvested this morning. That's what they look like. Awesome for nutrients for the soil. And speaking of soil, we voted. Hey, Andrew.
So one thing that we do with it is we take this beautiful compost, we take it, we put it out onto the beds. We amend the soil with it, and then it turns into beautiful vegetables. Once it turns into compost, and once we put the compost out on the beds, we then get to turn it into this beautiful produce that we then get to eat. So the produce from the garden, we share it with everybody here, and it's one of the benefits of coming out here, but also you get the benefit of learning how different foods are grown and what goes into growing food. So one of the benefits of any good garden is that you utilize the borders to create spaces for more than just growing plants for people. We leave the borders of the garden a little wild and a little untamed just because it's a great place for beneficial insects to live, and it helps keep our pest pressures down. So one example that a lot of people know about is ladybugs. So ladybugs, they need somewhere to live over the winter. And if you keep a perfectly clean and perfectly tidy garden, there's not going to be a lot of places for your ladybugs and your lacewings and your other beneficial insects. So that's kind of why we leave the borders a little wild and untamed. The other benefits that we get from the garden is that we grow a lot of plants and a lot of botanicals for things that are not just for food or not just for herbs. We grow things that have a benefit for people. One big example is helping people to relax. And one thing that we grow a lot of in the garden is lavender. And so we grow a lot of lavender out here in the garden, and this is English lavender. And we grow that, we harvest that, we make soaps with it. We do all kinds of things with the plants from the garden. And so we're always kind of exploring new ways to use the things that we grow here in the garden. And it's a fun place to experiment. The one thing about any good garden is that you have a lot of volunteers, and volunteers come in a lot of shapes and sizes. So for us here in the garden, we've really tried to cultivate an environment that is welcoming for all beneficial life. And that involves not spraying pesticides and avoiding chemical fertilizers that would affect life. But one of our big volunteers here in the garden is we get a lot of these beetle grubs and other bugs that help us break down the compost. And so these bugs will come in and they help to break down the compost and improve the soil health that's around us.
Bye, Andrew. Thank you. All right, you're also welcome just to hang out in the garden space in the shade, enjoy the sunshine. And you can help tell us what flowers you want to be growing to help people welcome into the space. And with that, we got some work to do. We're painting a mural, we're planting food. So hope to see you in here helping. And we gotta go. So see you later. Bye.